Hey guys, Bob here, Bob's Classic Cars and Parts, back over here on this Mustang today. And the power window, the little quarter window, this is a convertible obviously, quarter window does not work. So I'm going to check my switches, or my switch right here. And I'm also going to check to see if the motor, if we're getting any fire to the motor. So got this little circuit tester, just bought it. Let's get started. Okay, so I got the probe hooked to the yellow wire and grounded right here on that. Pretty good. I think that's a good ground. Should be. Got the switch on, as you can see, and we're going to hit the button right here, and it should beep and light up. It's not doing it. So let's try the red wire. All right, I got it hooked to the red wire. Let's try again over here. Nothing's happening. So I don't have power going to this so far to here. So I know I ain't gonna have power on the other side of this couple, this connector. So let me check my switch over here. Let me check that switch and see if it's bad. Okay, so what I'm going through here, I'm gonna take these Phillips head screws out and pull this switch panel back where I can gain access to the wire. So I'll be right back with you here in a little bit. Okay, so it looks like this switch here operates off of, I'm going to say, the red and yellow wire, like what we had over there. Red and yellow. The blue, I think, is going to be for the door lock. So the red and yellow. And you can't replace just this switch, I don't believe. Maybe you can. But let me see if we got power on either side of that with the switch, or with the ignition switch on. All right, got it hooked to the yellow wire. Nothing's happening. The passenger side is working, driver's side is working. So we know we got power going to this switch. Let me try the red wire. All right, let's see what happens. Nope, nothing. I think we got a bad switch, guys, right here. Let's test another one just to make sure this method is working like it should. But it looks like we got a bad, this switch right here is bad, is my guess. I got it on the door lock. Man, I don't have a good ground. I'm not getting anything. The locks are working. I'm not getting anything. Maybe I got a bad ground. Good thing we tried something else. Okay, I got a different probe on it, one that just points right straight into the contact. When I press down, and let's move it to the yellow wire, press up. So that switch is working after all. So let me go back over this other switch over here. See if I can reach up in there and we can get it with this, just this pointed probe. All right, watch this, guys. I'm gonna hit the switch over here. I got the ignition switch on. I got the probe stuck into the male end of the wiring harness, and we're gonna hit the switch. So we got power there going up to this, power up through here. Let me try the other side. All right, got it hooked to the other side. I guess that would be the yellow wire. And hit the switch in the down, and we got power. So it goes, power going both ways. So I think we got a bad motor. That's gonna be my guess. Got power at that switch, power going to this motor. Now I'm gonna see if I can get power on the back side. Let me see if I can touch it on the motor somewhere. I don't know if I can or not. Now I've got the probe stuck down on the male side, the female side of the connector. And we'll press the switch over here. Got the ignition switch on. It should light the tester up. It does. So we got power going to the motor. Let me check the other side. All right, guys, this is the tester I use, the Dorman. Part number is 86273. It's got a long probe and a short probe. And then this probe here that you just simply push it up. I ain't gonna do that with the, there we go. As you push it, it allows the probe to engage the wire. So you want to go, I bought this at O'Reilly's, it was $27 plus tax. I'm sure you can get something similar on Amazon. But there you go. There's your part number. Dorman. Let me see what I gotta do to get this motor off. All right guys, to take this window motor off, there's a bolt right here, right there, and there's another one. If I can find it myself. Oh shoot, where'd it go? Oh, come on now. There it is, right up under there. You see it? And there was one right here that somebody else has already taken off for me. Thank you, whoever did that. I think if I take those remaining two bolts off, I think this thing will just come off. I don't believe I need to wedge anything under the glass. I think the motor just come off by itself. Should just pull right off. I hope so. I hope I ain't got to take this whole assembly off right here. But let's find out what happens. Let's go to removing bolts and see what happens. Okay, it takes a 7/16. There you go. Yeah, I've already test fitted the socket. It does fit it. We're on. Hard to do this in one hand, guys. I'm sorry. All right, let me, my light just died in this shop. Okay, let me, it's on a timer. Let me take these bolts out and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, so I got the two bolts out. There they are, they're different style bolts too. So it should just pull on off. And it's not. That's making me think there's another bolt in there somewhere. Something else is holding it. Oh, crap. Let me work on this some more. I thought it would just pull on off in two bolts, but it's not doing it. I hope I don't have to take this whole assembly off. Oh no. Well, I took out the wrong bolt. That's why it won't come off. As you can see, the bolt holding the regulator is still in there. I took out this bolt up here. So what I ended up doing, I ended up taking that plate off, and all it was a bolt right in here and a bolt up here. I think 9/16. Hold on, let me tell you what size it was. Half inch, I'm sorry. Half inch. And I took that plate there off, which simply went right here like that. Pretty easy to get to, pretty easy to come off. It allowed me to unshield this so I can see what I'm doing. I like that a lot better. So let me take that other bolt out, and hopefully that motor will come off. Alrighty, folks. So there's the motor. Splines into the gear somehow or another. But I got it out. So let me unhook the wire. And pretty sure that's my problem. I don't see any gears that are stripped. We'll look it over a little closer, but I don't think so. I don't think there's any gears stripped. Let me turn you off again. Let me unhook this wire. Well, there it is. So I'm looking for stripped teeth. I'm not seeing anything. Or am I? Let me clean up some of that grease and get a better look. I don't think we got a stripped tooth. I think we just got a bad motor. All right, I got my bolts put back in. Even that one up under there. I got the bolts for this back in just so I wouldn't lose them. I'm gonna take this motor and run up to the auto parts store and see if they got one. If they have, I can get this fixed today, I hope. Well, the auto parts store here, the only one in town, does not have it. He wanted $89 for it. I think Amazon or somebody was in the 40s. But did a little research, and apparently there's a plastic gear, I guess, I don't know. The one they got here, or the one they can get me, I should say, won't come in for 3 days. And there's no gear, so this piece here is what I would have to remove. This gear. It looks like it's on some kind of a shaft or bushing or something. So I don't know what all we got to do there. So let me do a little research and see if I can get one that's got a metal gear included, or how hard is it to get that gear there off. And not gonna be able to fix it today, unfortunately. Also, the one they had didn't have this plate, which it unbolts. So I'm gonna have to hold off on finishing up this video till I get the motor. All right, the new window motor came in. Looks like the connectors broke on it, but that shouldn't matter. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. I did check; they are the same. Connectors are. I gotta take this plate off, the mounting plate, put on here. But the motors look to be the same. It's a good quality motor. It's got the steel gear, so I'm pretty happy with it. Let's go put this thing on right quick. All right, guys. So I got the new window motor in, and as you saw, the backseat delete kit is mocked in. Not real happy with it. I did send the panels back to the guy that reupholstered them. He's going to tighten those up and add the carpet. So hopefully I'll hear back from him a few days that they're ready to go. That was nice of him to do that. So I was, anytime you have to send something back, so. But let's get this motor installed. And another thing I want to do, I want to relocate this. But I'm probably going to break this video up. It's getting too long. Just do the window motor part for now. But the car's coming along. We've got a few little things we want to do to it, but the car's coming along. Okay, so all I'm doing, I'm just transferring this plate over. And it used I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. If I can get it to focus. 8mm, see right there? 8mm socket transfers that plate over. Let me do that and we'll put it in. All right, guys, I got it in. I ran into a couple snags. I'll tell you what happened. I might save you a little bit of time. Watch this. So you see the window's all the way up. We'll go down. Should be a stop to keep it from doing that, but I don't see one. Yeah, there needs to be a stop in there to keep it from bottoming out like that, but it's working. Working good. Let me show you what I had to do. Okay, so what I had to do, the factory hardware was just too damn short. Well, I guess this motor is not spec'd correctly with this bracket. When I put the bracket on, the holes weren't lining up quite right. They're off just a cock hair. You like that word, cock hair? So I tried loosening the motor bracket up, which helped a little bit, but I still couldn't get them started. I could get one started, not the other one. So reluctantly, I went to the hardware store and bought this kit right here. And it's like $6 for that damn thing. But that worked. I got there long enough. They were able to go in. But then I forgot to tighten the bracket back up. So when I first dropped the window all the way down, it wouldn't go back up, just sitting there, just vibrating the motor. Finally dawned on me the motor's loose on this bracket. So I had to take it back apart again, tighten the bracket back up, put it back together. And as you just saw, it works great. So that's what you got to do. It's real simple. Also, there's a switch down in here that I did not know was there. These cars been customized, and I guess they took the armrest off the back panels. So if I'd known that, I would have incorporated that in, but there's nothing to do about it now. He's reskinning the panels again. I'm not gonna have him do it a third time. So it's just going to stay in there. But it came in handy, though, for diagnosing. I didn't have to work with the one on the ignition, the steering column. All right, folks, give me the thumbs up on that, please, if you can. Don't cost you anything, and it sure does help me out a lot. We're out here. We're just, me and my buddies, we're just hamming eggers out here just trying to show you how to get stuff done out in the shop on your own cars. Far from professionals. We're just backyard guys, backyard bulldogs, backyard mechanics, backyard warriors, whatever you want to call us. So hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, share this video. We got a bunch of videos on this Mustang. Lots of Mopar content. We got some Chevy content, Buick content, all kind of neat stuff. Trucks, everything. Race cars, junkyard crawls, all kind of neat stuff. Scroll down, find another video you like. Please watch those videos. When you ain't got anything to do late in the evening, watch those videos. Hit the thumbs up on those too. Okay, Bob out.